Ladies and gentlemen.
It's Mike, and you're at Mike's Diabetes World. Did this yesterday, didn't have the phone, so I'm just going to review what my blood sugars have been the last couple of days. So, let's go take a look. Current blood sugar is 11.1. This is at 12:20. I have 2.75 units worth of active insulin, and I was low all morning, but now I'm paying the price. We had a high sugar content, not sugary, but syrupy carbohydrate lunch, so that's why we're up. Now, if we take a look, this hasn't changed from yesterday because I'm doing two videos together. Okay. We're 90% time in range. Awesome. That just means 10% above. Below, you're taking a look at 0%, which is awesome. That's a number we really want to keep. Average sugar has dropped. Awesome. That's to 7.6. The last 24 hours have been tied to us. Today I want to talk to you about when is it okay to ask for help. And I'm going to piggyback a bit on the story I told you yesterday. That's why we're filming these together. So if you haven't watched yesterday's video, vlog number 1177, watch that first, then come back to this video. It'll tell you the circumstances. So let's get going. We'll be right Now, yesterday we told you a story of how I let my pig brain just try to do everything and be up to par, and that meant you should never ask for help. Part of it is because we were working away, and I wanted to keep up with the other members of the team. Let's see, there we go. Lights were not in the right spot. So, you want to make sure that you do the best you can in keeping control of your diabetes. But when things are out of control, something's not working, and all diabetics know that feeling that something's not right. At that point, I still had the feeling that my blood sugars were low, the sweaty, the natural feeling. The blurred, well, it wasn't really blurred, it was more double vision. It was the type that if you close one eye, everything would be okay, but together, you had trouble focusing. So, I should have been able, I could have gone next door and asked the people there, could I have a drink of juice or something? I should have been in that predicament in the first place. I shouldn't have stopped and, or I should have stopped and asked for help. When I first saw the feelings or the symptoms come on, I should have stopped and dealt with it. But you're always worried what someone else is thinking about, and that can be an issue. You've got to stop worrying what people think, that you're not measuring up. I was going through a really rough time at my store. There was new managers, and I really wasn't too happy with them at the time. And I think the adrenaline was going. Blood sugars were increasing. I took extra insulin. So the situation was really under my control, and I screwed up. I should have asked for help, because ending up on that street corner, asking someone, it was before cell phones and everything were prevalent. Not everyone had a cell phone as they do now. Asking one of them to get help, go to the Safeway, have them call an ambulance. Safeway was right across Kingsway. 7-Eleven was down about 3 blocks, and that's where I decided to cross. If I probably had just crossed and gone to the Safeway, things could have been solved then. But again, I can handle it. At that point, diabetes was right here. And for those of you who have watched in the past, you know what this means. I like my diabetes here, where I can keep an eye on it, but it's not infecting my life every second of every day. As a kid, it's always more acceptable to ask for help, because you're never far away from an adult. But once you turn 19 and you become an adult yourself, things work differently. You're trying to measure up, and when you can't measure up, you feel like such a failure. You're not, but you feel like that. And asking help just shows weakness. Get up, do something with your body, make sure it's in a controlled situation. Make sure you, if you're taking your insulin, have something to eat. Because remember, we have stated, if you have the insulin in your body, you're going to need to eat. I think I just took, it was time for my evening dose. I took the shot and totally forgot about it. Didn't think anything of it till I started seeing 2. pointed at something, but I saw it too. Did I stop at that point? Ask for help? No. I just kept going. It wasn't a good day. I ended up involving a sheriff, a BC ambulance, the medical team at the emergency room, all because I was afraid to ask for help and say to someone, you know what, I have to leave early. I have to go get sugar. Someone may have just run to the store for me and got a Coke. Drink Coke, not the other type of Coke. Just thought I'd specify here. We are afraid that we show weakness because we can't handle the diabetes. Diabetes just got too far out of it. I find it still hard. Anyone who suggests changes to my diabetes outside my tight net of my diabetic nurse, my endocrinologist, my friends, close friends, and myself, that's my team. Anyone who talks about my diabetes outside of that loop of team, I don't take any information. Oh, they're wrong. My way is the only right way. This really doesn't illustrate the point, but we have time, so I had a coffee group, and in this coffee group, there were a number of type 2 diabetics, and we got into discussion of diabetes. And he said, my doctor says you should have fruit. You've got to cut out everything. No carbs, just. And I said, well, that's funny. My doctor says this. We are talking about two different diseases. But did I listen? No. This blockhead, that's a form of asking for help. I think in my later years, I've become more accepted of asking for help, accepting change. I met someone here who is on staff, and they've helped me quite a bit with my diabetes. I have learned an awful lot from them. Of course, I never tell them that because it'll all go to their head, and you know who I'm talking about. If this rings a bell with you, you know who I'm talking about. But all seriousness, I still to this day have a fear of asking for help. And it has played a kind of mixed up role with me. So be aware, take good care of yourself. And this may ask if you're going low or you are going high and you need help. If you need someone to call an ambulance. And a lot of times you forget to ask the most important person, you. You forget to give yourself the right, I don't feel right, I have to take care of myself first. Don't go feeling like you're running away from the situation, getting medication. Take care of you first. Ask for help if you need it. Don't be such a blockhead like me. And with that, we're going to call it a day. Have a great day, and we'll talk again soon. Bye now. My email address is Mike's Diabetes World at gmail.com. All one line. Drop me